Hey guys, I'm Dillon here with Kevin Duffy. We're here at Gillette Stadium for tonight's Patriots-Texans AFC divisional playoff game. It's cold out here. It should be a game, I guess. The predictions here, probably that the Patriots will be able to handle things. But Kevin, how do you think the Patriots will fare today?
Well, I think the Patriots, it would take a massive screw up for them to lose this game, and it would take Houston playing the best game Houston's played this year. The Patriots kind of have the advantage everywhere across the board, I would say. What Houston needs to do to keep it close is probably generate a turnover, and the easiest way for them to do that is with Jadeveon Clowney and Whitney Merciless off the edge, maybe force a Tom Brady fumble and get a short field for their offense. Houston's also got to run the ball. They did not run the ball effectively enough in this Week 3 game out here in Gillette when they lost 27-0. Patriots played them too deep. Houston had a numbers advantage in the box, and Bill O'Brien tried to run it, but they weren't. The average wasn't bad. I think they averaged around 4 a carry, but they put themselves in too many second and long situations with 1-yard gains on first down, and then they opted to run on like 3rd and 5 frequently. So I think Houston changes their game plan a little bit. They don't do the exact same thing they did, and it's got to be a more competitive game than it was last time, right?
Yeah,
Can't be much worse.
Last time, obviously, it was 27-0 Patriots win. Patriots had Jacoby Brissett in at quarterback. They had benefited from a couple fumbles in on special teams, got them short field position for touchdowns, and now the Patriots have Tom Brady back. So, who knows how much better the Patriots offense could be in this one.
I think the Patriots, obviously, when you look at that Week 3 game, you really can't. You can take away things from the way the Patriots defended Houston, because Houston's offense hasn't changed that much. Clearly, the Patriots have a totally different offense themselves with Brady in there. Two guys I like to have big games today. Dion Lewis, I think, is going to get the majority of snaps early in this game. Lewis has got, past 3 weeks, he's got 50 touches total for, I believe, 213 yards. LeGarrette Blount, conversely, has 51 touches for 132 total yards. So Lewis has been the more productive back. I also think he's a better matchup against a pretty stout run defense. Blount is more likely to rip off like a 40-yard gain. Lewis, because of his elusiveness at the line of scrimmage, is more likely to avoid those negative yardage plays, those 1-yard gains that put you in a second and long position. So I think Lewis plays a lot, and I think he does pretty well against this defense. I think Julian Edelman has a big game as well. Edelman hasn't had less than 70 yards receiving in a game since, I think, week 8. Since week 8. So for the second half of the year, Edelman's been on a tear. He's averaging, I think, 12.7 targets a game. He's Brady's go-to guy in the passing game. So I love Edelman in this matchup. I think they take advantage of Kareem Jackson, the slot corner, for Houston, who has struggled a little bit this year.
Yeah, obviously the Patriots' passing offense is going to be great. Obviously, no Malcolm Mitchell in this one. Michael Floyd possibly could get in there again.
Yeah, they've got to be pleased with what they've seen from Michael Floyd. His Week 17 game against Miami was pretty much as good as it gets. He threw a great block on the Edelman 77-yard TD, and then he fought through 5 Miami defenders to score that touchdown himself. So they're pleased with how Michael Floyd's coming along. And when they go 3 wide receiver sets, I could see it being Hogan, Floyd on the outside, Edelman inside. And I think Danny Amendola, while he may play a role as a punt returner, you like him as kind of a third down specialist, which is really what his role was before he got injured anyway. Floyd's going to play some snaps today.
Yeah, and then Texans, obviously, they got Brock Osweiler at quarterback. That's not exactly what you want for a team. But Dwayne Brown back in at left tackle. He wasn't there last time the Patriots faced them. How do you think he affects this game, particularly in the run game?
I think that's the major thing, is they've got to run the ball, and they've got to run the Patriots out of the too-deep safety look. So if the Patriots can contain their running game while only really committing 7 players to the run while they play Devin McCourty and Duron Harmon back deep, that totally eliminates Houston's vertical passing game. And Duron Harmon this week talked to him about that. He said, hey, that's their offense. They want to gain chunk yardage. They want to take shots downfield with Hopkins and Will Fuller, because when you have an inconsistent quarterback like they do, it's sometimes easier to pick up 60 yards on one play than it is for Osweiler to make the right read on 8 consecutive plays and lead a scoring drive. So the Patriots' focus defensively is going to be take away Hopkins, take away Will Fuller, and take away that vertical passing game.
Yeah, so obviously the Texans' offense isn't looking that great. We talked a little bit about the Texans' defense. A.J. Boye. We saw a report earlier that Akeem Talib shared some personal notes on how to defend the Patriots offense with A.J. Boye. But, I mean, he's been a great corner this year for the Texans. He's had a great season. What can you expect out of this Texans secondary?
Well, that was kind of interesting. I thought Talib was tight with all the guys on the Patriots, but he's ratting them out, I guess. I think A.J. Boye and Joseph on the outside have done pretty well. That's been the book on the Texans. So that's why I think the Patriots in the passing game are really going to target Kareem Jackson, who plays the slot. And that's where I think Edelman will make his money when he's inside. Boye, as you said, has had a good year. And the Texans, as you know, what's really impressive about Houston is that they have such a pedestrian offense, and they have an offense that doesn't even really have the ball that much, yet they still limited teams to just over 300 total yards a game. So Houston has a really good defense. They do. And one of the strengths of that defense is on the outside with Boye, and then, of course, with the two pass rushers in Clowney and Merciless.
Yeah, so I guess that's pretty much it here for a preview. I guess any final score prediction there?
Let's see. What's the spread? 15.5? Usually Vegas is right around the money. I will go Patriots 31 and Houston 17. Give me Houston on the cover. I think they get it done.
There you go. Awesome. Thanks everyone for watching. Please check back to MassLive.com/Patriots for more coverage of today's game. We'll have plenty of it. We've got me, Kevin Duffy, Jen McCaffrey's here as well. So